What's up, everybody? I'm Damon Hatfield. I'm joined by Vince Ingenito.
What's up, man?
And we're taking a look at the Banner Saga 2. This is an early preview build of the game. And Vince, you reviewed the first game. Is that correct?
No, actually, I did not review the first game, but I did play the first game, and I previewed Banner Saga 2 not too long ago. I did our first hands-on with it.
I see. Yeah, and I played the first game. I liked it a lot. I'm a big turn-based strategy fan. So
I know you are. You're always on that Disgaea grind.
I love the Disgaea grind.
This is a very different game, though.
This is a very different game. This is a very narrative-driven, a much more serious game than Disgaea is. It's sort of vaguely Norse. You have giant Viking creatures in this world. And
yeah. It's Game of Thrones-ish in the sense that, not in the Norse sense, but in the way that, it's kind of a magical world, but magic isn't really what it's about.
And there's an evil darkness that has awoken and is threatening to destroy all of life.
Right. Sounds familiar.
Yeah. And then at the end of the first game, you have to make a choice. So you have the option here to import your save game. We don't have that here, so
right. Possible spoilers inbound.
Spoilers. We're basically here choosing which one we want to have survive.
Right, exactly.
Game.
Yeah, because one of these two characters will perish at the end of.
So we'll go with Aled here. We'll just choose her.
Interesting. So this is cool because my playthrough of the demo that I did when I demoed it for preview, I chose Rook.
Oh, cool.
So Rook is grieving her loss and stuff.
I just always choose the lady. Given the choice, I always play as a female.
Predictable as always, David. Predictable as always.
This just sort of recaps all the story here.
Yeah.
We'll try to get right into it. It's going to launch us right into our first sort of tutorial battle here. One of the big features of this game is the incredible art style.
Oh yeah, and it's beautiful, and the animations are incredible. Yeah. And this opening tutorial, I've played it before, so this is nice because it does kind of quickly show off some of the new mechanics in Banner Saga 2.
What do you think are the new mechanics?
So one of them is, I believe, the destructible cover, the destructible.
Okay, yeah, these guys are.
Yeah. So that's something that's a little bit different.
All right, so this is us here to save the day.
Do it. Yeah, Banner Saga kind of has an atypical take on turn-based tactics. Just some of the way some of the resources are managed and some of the math that goes into combat is just a little bit different than it is in other games.
It is grid-based.
Yep.
Yeah. So these giant Varl characters take up 4 squares compared to their human counterparts.
Yeah, that's a perfect example. Is they just the idea that they take up different real estate. It's almost more like a Warhammer or miniatures game where different base sizes kind of have different rules that apply to them.
And this is one of the other very unique aspects where you can choose when you're attacking an enemy. You choose to check either their strength or their armor.
Right.
Break their armor.
Right.
And it's sort of like an investment. If you want to break their armor, then you can deal more damage farther
later
down the line.
Right.
Yeah. So you kind of have to make that decision.
Yeah, so they're kind of explaining the math here. God, just love the animations though.
Yeah, it's very sort of reminds me of Ralph Bakshi.
Oh yes, absolutely.
The animated features.
And something that they're doing a little bit here. There you go, the destructible cover. Yeah. But yeah, something that they do a little bit here, but they do more in some of the later battles, and they do it throughout the Banner Saga is. They really do tell stories in these battles.
Oh yeah.
There are actual story events, sometimes you might play a shooter, like a first-person shooter or a third-person shooter that has scripted events that are kind of happening in real time, right there on the battlefield that are kind of telling a story. In the same way, the Banner Saga kind of does that in these turn-based battles. There will be events that'll happen midway through a battle, or after you think a battle is completed, then something else will happen, and it's a. It does a good job of mixing storytelling with gameplay.
Yeah, for sure. And your characters can die in this game.
Yes. So have you played this build a lot then?
I wouldn't say a lot. I just started playing it today, just so I'd be prepared for this.
What stands out to you so far about it?
Well, so far it feels very much like the first game. That's why I was saying, apart from that destructible, breakable I don't know what you call it, obstacle
Yeah.
mechanic. That's really the only newish thing that I've encountered so far. So far, it just feels like a continuation of Banner Saga. It did end on a cliffhanger, and it didn't feel like a complete story.
Right,
at the end
right.
of the first game. So,
If I remember correctly, they do plan it as a trilogy. Like the idea is that there will be a third part.
yeah, I mean, if we are just playing more Banner Saga, just continuing the story, then I'm all for that because this was a really fun turn-based strategy game.
Yeah, and the story is really heavy.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, the writing
It's
is
pretty-
really
it
good.
can be pretty dark.
Yeah.
You really feel like the world is coming to an end and people are really sad about it, and there's not a lot of hope, but our tiny little army is doing the best it can to fight back.
Yep, they're kind of they're like rats scuffling on the deck of the
Yeah.
Titanic. You know, just doing their best. Yeah, but I really like that idea that like the combat definitely has some tactical depth to it, and I think it's. But ultimately, compared to something like Disgaea or Fire Emblem, it's definitely not as complex as games like that in terms of the numbers of systems that you have to think about and different classes. But that's kind of not the focus. Like the focus is to have good, solid, sound tactical battles that help tell a story. And really, the story is kind of the star, whereas in those other games, it's not really
the story and the animation. I would say probably.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, it's something to be said for like it's an aesthetic that just doesn't really exist in too many other places and in gaming. It's got a very particular kind of color palette and color range that everything is just a little bit muted. Very naturalistic colors, not super stylized, not too over the top, not particularly vibrant either. Like all the colors kind of feel remotely like washed out.
You think so? I don't know. I feel like it's a rather colorful game.
Oh, it definitely makes a wide use of like it uses a lot of different tones for sure, but it definitely goes for like a less saturated video gamey look. I feel like than your average game does. But I mean, I really like that.
We start Banner Saga 2 just right into chapter.
Oh
8.
wow, you're really good at this game. You just went right to chapter 8. Yeah, this is the demo. This looks like the same demo build that I took a look at a while ago. So you're gonna make an important decision here.
In between battles, you do some camping. Gives you a chance to rest, regroup, buy supplies, upgrade your characters. This is just sort of walking you through that whole business. You're in control of a rather large army, and you have to keep all of your people fed.
Correct. Yeah, you have to decide kind of to send people out to look for food or supplies. You have to make a lot of like resource management decisions that have pretty serious ramifications. But if this is the battle coming up that I think it's going to be, then I think you're going to have quite a decision.
You do take your time while you're camping to speak with your friends and make important story decisions.
Yes. So Folka here is a new character type in. Is it Bulwark? No, I don't think it's Bulwark. I think it's Folka. Folka is the new class that's in Banner Saga 2. I forgot exactly what her deal is, but she has a pretty unique. I think she has a pretty unique special skill that I think has to do with breaking armor. I think she can just break armor at will.
That would be very useful.
Yeah, with her special ability. That's kind of the thing is that everyone, all the different classes. That's kind of the big main differentiation between them is those special skills. Like the game is, I would say, less about crunching stats and being like, this one has this level of attack and this one has this level of defense. It's more about like, it's almost more like chess where it's like this piece does this, and like so when you use this piece along with that piece, then this is what you then you create this kind of array of problems for your opponent and so forth.
Right off the bat, your people are skeptical that you are the right person to be the new leader of this group, but I said some encouraging words, and morale has improved among the troops.
David Hatfield always knows what to say.
Some useful information up here about how many provisions you have left, how many days you can feed your army. Ooh, this guy's sick. Man. Oh.
What are you going to do with him?
I'm just reassuring him that we're all headed to this fortress where we think we'll be safe from the dredge, which is the evil that has
Right. And
been crawling across the land.
spoilers, you're not going to be. You're going to get there, and you're
Probably
gonna
not.
You're going to make a decision.
Yeah.
If this is, again, it was a while ago when I did this preview, but I believe this is the same build that you'll be.
Here they're just showing off the map. All these different locations are locations that you can click on to find out more about. Whoops. And then we're here, and we're headed all the way over here to Aburang.
I'm sure you pronounced that correctly.
Let's go with that.
Sounded good to me. Yeah, and this map is just gorgeous. I love the. I love the art style. I can't quite put my finger on what the art style. It's not Tolkien-esque, but it's also not quite.
It's a little Tolkien-esque.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit Tolkien, but it's also just kind of a half a step away from it towards like again almost a Norse-ish type vibe. Very pretty though. Like there's no game that looks like this.
Yeah. Now they want us to camp.
Hopefully we're gonna get into a battle here. I think there should be something coming up.
After we camp, I think.
Yeah, but it's like that's the thing is that you can't you can't take, even though it doesn't look exciting, like right to just look at, and it's kind of hard to convey in a let's play, but like it is super. All these decisions you're making are super vital. Like these are going to be the things that that determine success and failure, and often like the decisions you make here are going to end up, having ramifications for the story. I mean, I don't want to go too much into that as far as like what happens in the Banner Saga 1, but goes without saying that if you haven't played the Banner Saga, the original, if this looks at all interesting to you, you should certainly take the time to go and play the Banner Saga.
Oh, for sure.
You can get that on the Vita. You can get that on Steam.
It's on PS4.
It's on PS4.
It's on mobile. You can play it on iOS.
Right, that's correct. So yeah, there's no shortage of screens to experience the Banner Saga on, and it is not expensive. So I don't know exactly what the price is, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was around $10 or so.
So I took the opportunity to upgrade my main character here, and then we also have items that you can assign to your characters that will boost their abilities. But let's flesh out the rest of our 6-person party here. I'm just going to throw in the people that are at the highest levels. I'm not going to spend too much time worrying about it.
Yeah, people probably don't want to watch us min-maxing.
Yeah. Just give some people some items.
Give people stuff. Hand it all out. People want the goodies.
There you go. Now everyone's got an item.
No one can complain. Yeah. Everyone share.
All right. Now we'll just leave.
Let's all be adults about this.
2-minute approach.
Oh my god.
This is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, there's definitely more story stuff here than what I saw in the demo that I played. But they might have skipped through most of it to kind of just get me into battle.
Which is what we're doing here too.
Yeah.
Sort of trying to get through this as quickly as I can.
That's all good because I mean, look, these portraits are gorgeous.
Yep.
I mean, I really respect that they take up like the whole, that they're animated and they take up kind of the whole screen and they have like little transition animations between the camera shots. Like it doesn't seem like a big deal, but like, compared to having just 2 static boxes sitting down in the lower left and right hand corners with text, scrolling by, it's actually a much nicer presentation. And again, any chance they get to really show off the gorgeous art is really worth it.
Why is our morale declining? We got a bunch of Debbie Downers in
Seriously. Guys, it's not that bad. It's just the end of the world. I mean, sure, we're all probably going to die when this boat makes land, but...
Do you think we should try to break through the driftwood, or should we can bank the ships, set the axemen to chopping, or we can carry the ships around the driftwood?
I think we bank the ships.
Really? Okay. Let's see what happens. Hacking away. We've got company. All right, so we got a battle coming up.
I did this on purpose because I think I remember that was the option that led us to battle before.
All right, yeah, let's show one more battle here before we. Yep, turn order. Okay. Yep.
Looks good to me.
Oh man, what happened to my other people that I had up here?
I don't know. Pull some other people up there.
here.
Yeah, he's got horns. He's got to be good in a fight.
Yeah. All right, let's just go with that. Ready for battle. Hopefully this first real battle of the game won't prove too difficult.
Oh, that's right. You have this deployment phase where you can put your units wherever you want within a certain radius. This is something else that I like, and also something that's similar to like I was saying before, to kind of tabletop miniatures games, stuff like Warhammer, which I played a lot of Warhammer. That's an element where you kind of can just create formations early on in the battle, decide where you want your people to come from, and kind of give some shape to your, the tactics of your early turns.
There's a willpower mechanic here where, so the blue squares are where, that's where you can just move normally, but you can spend
this
willpower points to move farther, and then if you take a turn to rest and don't do anything, then you gain some willpower back.
Right, so you can build that up, and then you can spend that all in kind of a burst a little bit later.
Yeah. Attack abilities. Wait, what are my abilities again? I think I have one.
I'm trying to remember. Was that was that in the original Banner Saga? That wasn't the original.
The willpower?
Willpower,
yeah, it was.
Right, that was. Yeah, it's been a while.
Right, we're gonna go back.
So yeah, there's some new enemy types in Banner Saga 2 as well, and I'm not sure if we're going to see one of those here, but I know that there's a new enemy type that kind of buffs his allies. So you kind of that becomes a priority target. You want to take him out first, because if you can, then you make the rest of the battle a lot easier.
Get the debris cleared. Yeah, so this is the new mechanic that we're talking about, I think. Do you remember the horn up here? How this works? You're like building something up. You can unleash a big attack. Is that how it works?
I believe that's what powers your special abilities.
Okay.
Like every class kind of has its own one skill that's super strong. My God, I feel like that guy is going to put a sword right through someone's face if you get them close to them. That sword is like as tall as he is, and he is so tall.
It's a cool mechanic that you got these giant characters. I am a little confused. Oh wait, we want to avoid these blue, these glowing blue rocks because they'll like explode and cause damage.
Yeah. That other guy just threw one of those down.
I don't know how to. This is a hazard. So we just have to avoid it. We can't actually chop it down or anything. Weird.
Yeah, those little blue dots. Yeah, those are things that dude just threw down.
Well, I'm talking about this tree trunk here. I'm not sure if we're able to actually remove them or if we just have to maneuver around them.
My God, that guy's shield is as tall as a building. That's not a guy I would want to be up close to.
He just attacked his own guy.
So get out of the way.
Is,
I want to look at this tree trunk.
Yeah, this is one of my new fighters here. Let's see what we. Not sure what he can do.
Styling in that green cake. I like it.
How do I go back? Maybe I can't undo my turn. Tale worth telling. Every 2 strength enemy has over an ally gives 1 strength damage. What?
Yeah, it's a buff. It's a buff basically so that if your characters in an area are outmatched by a particularly powerful foe, to give them kind of like a little bit of an edge, but you're kind of out of range to use it. Really do the character. Oh my God, that's right.
They just blew up.
Oh my God, look at this guy with his sling.
Yeah, the slingshot is really cool.
I
Anybody need?
think you need to put an axe in that dude's face now.
Oof, this guy got hurt. Can I heal myself? Let's see.
Oh, arc lightning? And in what world do you not shoot lightning at that dude?
This guy?
Yeah, that dude. The guy's been causing trouble for you. Go Emperor Palpatine on this dude.
Here we go. Oh. I mean, it did 2 damage.
Yeah, but it made him back up.
This guy is probably just going to kill him with 1 hit.
I love the staggering animations too. So good.
Oops.
This was such a good game to play on Vita. Like I loved being able to play this on the go.
Tempest. All right, let's.
Because Vita is still kind of lacking. Like one of the things I love on any portable system is like a good tactics game, and so Vita was kind of really missing that. Like and on the DS back in the day, before the 3DS, just the DS or the Game Boy Advance before that, I was always all about those Advance Wars.
Oh, I love Advance Wars.
Playing that stuff on the go is always great. And this was kind of like my little fix for the Vita. Now, of course, you can get XCOM on the Vita, which is I have yet to try that. Big XCOM fan.
Let's try breaking some of his armor here.
Yeah, he's pretty heavily armored.
This is another slingshot guy. Who are you coming after? Oh, he's just throwing more.
He's
of those
nice.
little grenades.
He's making it rain. He's tossing his little rubber balls. He's playing jacks on the battlefield. Did you ever play XCOM, Damon? Were you an XCOM guy?
I played the first remake of XCOM a few years ago.
All right, so Enemy Unknown.
Yeah.
And then did you play the expansion to it at all, Enemy Within?
I didn't play that.
You did. And haven't gotten around to 2, I guess, yeah?
No, it being a PC game at the moment.
Oh, that's right. I wasn't sure if you usually play on PC or not.
No, everyone seems to really like XCOM 2. Though.
Oh, I love XCOM. I love it, man. Like, I love it. I really thought it was going to be the game that stole all of my life away this year, but so much other good stuff has come out as well, including Darkest Dungeon, another great tactics game that's also coming to Vita.
I don't even really know what this thing does.
He's
like a
he's
bard.
basically a bard. Yeah, he's basically a bard.
This guy is dead.
Yeah, he's basically a dead. Oh, that was weird.
Yeah, I don't really know what that was about.
You're gonna pluck away at this guy from afar with your.
Yeah, she's a ranger.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks good.
Yeah, do it.
Let's try to go.
Because you got a shield guy up there. He can probably survive up there a little bit.
There you go.
Ooh!
Killed him.
Wow.
Oops. Let's see which one.
One shot, one kill. I like it.
3. What is this guy up to?
I'm sure like battles like this. Ooh, I love it. Those just blows just look so brutal.
Yeah.
In any case, I'm sure. Oh
Man.
no. that death animation though.
All right, we have 4 units left.
Just crush this dude. Just don't let him exist anymore. Just tell him you can't exist in my presence. Just
I can't kill him outright.
end him. I don't want to hear excuses, Damon. I want to see blood.
There you go.
And he's still alive. That's too bad. Okay, so he attacked your armor.
I can't really get her close enough to do much of anything. Rain of arrows? No, I can't even reach anything. Whoops. No.
Yeah, and I don't know if that would friendly fire.
Yeah. I can't remember if that's a feature here or not. All right, Bard, can you do anything?
Can you finish the job?
This guy only has 4 health. Can you do anything to this guy? I can hit him for 1.
Hey! maybe you injure his armor instead. Right? Because you're not gonna kill him. You might as well make it easier for your friends to damage him. That did a nice amount to his armor.
Yeah.
He might be ripe for the killing.
The needle, no. And I can't quite reach him.
Dude, he's gotta just keeps throwing stones.
Well, now I can get out of the stone's reach and I can just.
He's hitting you with the blue stuff. Yo, end this guy's life. Yes.
Ooh, it's promoted.
Banging that shield in celebration. I love it.
These obstacles are really an annoyance on this map.
Yeah, they're really making things hard for you. Oh my god, there's so much.
Okay.
The blue stuff. I feel like your horned shield guy is not long for this world right now.
Well,
I feel like he's about to feel the burn. I think he's about to get blown up.
and he still has 10 health.
Right, but he's got almost no armor left.
Yeah.
And those explosive
She can
shards of doom
She can actually hit this guy from here.
mess him up.
We can kill him.
Hey.
There you go. Ooh, pillage. Pillage is the mode it goes into when there's only one enemy left. Why'd you go down? How'd you
Hey,
lose all?
hey.
What?
This is not a time for a nap. Get up. Stop sleeping on the job. Horn dude. I think Horn dude is lost to this world. Ooh, nice.
All right.
All right. That ended up a lot better than we thought it was
Yeah.
going to. I think it looked bad at first.
I mean, for the first real battle of the game, I thought I could do a little bit better than that. That is not a decisive victory.
Well, to be clear though, that they do jump you to chapter 8, so it's kind of like
Well, that's where you start. Yeah.
you're a little bit deeper in the game than, or actually, that's what does the last game end on chapter 7?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay, okay. I thought they kind of
No,
jumped
yeah.
you
This
to.
is the beginning of Banner Saga 2.
I thought the demo had maybe pushed us.
No, I think yeah. You're just sort of continuing the story from the first.
Okay.
yeah, the first
Well, still, you didn't have any time to warm up. I'll give you the
true.
benefit of the doubt. It's all right.
That's true.
A victory is a victory. Damn.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's a quick look at Banner Saga 2. It's out April 19th, I believe, on PC and Mac, and it's coming to other platforms later on.
Presumably Vita, like the original did.
Yeah,
and,
console.
consoles.
And mobile as well. So.
Sweet. Thanks for having me, man.
Yep. Thanks for playing with me today. For more on Banner Saga 2, stay tuned, IGN.